Clever impersonator. What do you... copy Gyruda? Oh, they're gonna copy Mesmeric Orb. Fun. Yeah, they're definitely trying to mill us out.
Today on Commander Replay, Kalamax is backs in a real weird game against the Gyruda Mill deck. Next on Commander Replay. Hey guys, there's 2 great ways to support the channel. All links are in the description below.
Welcome back, everyone. Playing some Kalamax the Stormsire GMOs today. This seems like a solid opener. 3 lands plus Kodama's Reach. I just looked at one. We've had a couple games crash already, like right at the opener. And those hands were far worse than this. So we'll see if this game actually happens, though. Being that we just tried to start 2 and like it did this whole weird thing. Like right at Mulligan's, it was giving everyone a real hard time. Hopefully we don't get too far into this game with a crash. 1, I need the content. I haven't filmed a lot of games lately. And 2, I'm excited about this deck. I actually purchased a Kalamax that I plan to put this deck together, or some iteration of it, in paper. Because, like, most of the stuff in this deck is pretty cheap. It's a lot of these kind of draft chaff instants. A lot of stuff in here, so yeah, not too hard to put this particular version of Kalamax together. Brings it to our turn, Snakeskin Vale. We'll start with the Path of Ancestry. Someone's got themselves an Emeria. We'll want to keep an eye on that. Ruin Ghost coming in.
This evening is ruined. Look, wait, what? This evening is ruined. The whole evening is ruined. Why are you saying it like that? Saying what? I'm just pointing out the party's ruined. You know what? I'm not going to get sucked into this.
Oh. I know what he's doing. Praetor's Council is not a card you want on turn 2. Play this Windbrisk Kite. Crack the Windbrisk Kite. Got green. Green's covered. Maybe we'll get some red. Looks like there's some double red in the deck. It's not... actually, Triome. Triome makes the most sense. So we were talking about it in Discord the other day. This goes infinite with Mirage, because Mirage untaps everything, and this blinking the land, if you blink a plains, pays for itself every time. So it's a cute little way to take infinite combats. Now, the thing that I would say is that if you're running this card, I probably wouldn't run this out on turn 2, right? Because in theory, someone's going to play a board wipe at some point. I mean, there's basically 2 types of Commander games. One's with 0 board wipes and one with 6 board wipes. But I would probably lean more towards 1 board wipe's probably going to go off. And, you know, this thing really doesn't do all that much outside of the combo. There might be some, like, cute little tricks here or there. But, yeah, I don't know. I'd probably hold off on that one, personally. They go for their Commander. Zirda coming in. What do we got over here? Urza's Silex. Pay 4, tap it. Each player chooses 6 lands they control, destroy all other permanents. Ew. It's one of those. It's one of those. Yep. That seems like a nasty card. What this thing can do, though, is poke down this Ashiok. There is a Decree of Savagery. Cool card. We're catching all the really expensive mana stuff, which is not the most ideal. But we're going to play a Strip Mine. We're going to get this Kodama's Reach. God, I love Kodama's Reach. This hand's probably unplayable without Kodama's Reach. Quite honestly, because like we just run out of mana and stuff to do with it. Oh wow, rip. Wow, yeah, can't believe I did that. There's an Ashiok in play. You cannot search. That's probably a good game. Opponent's gonna attack with both into the Ashiok. Liliana's Triumph. They're gonna make everyone sacrifice. Wow, I can't believe I did that. Oh, that's the worst when I'm kind of going through all the intro stuff, haven't taken like a super deep look at what's going on the board. Also, haven't filmed much of late. Feels bad. Even worse is that, like, if this thing was gone, we could, like, think about doing this and try to find some sort of instant that digs out lands. But, yeah, I'm concerned about this game. Yep, see, Rune goes down. Now, they get to keep their commander, but I don't know. Crystalline Crawler coming in. Yeah, I'm jealous. I am jealous. Land off the top would be super ideal. Frantic Search is okay. Frantic Search is okay. Definitely need to get to a land. Oh my. Wow, really? This one's crazy expensive. Get rid of that. I mean, are we getting rid of Praetor's Council? I don't know if we have ways to get things... there's more +1/+1 counter cards in the deck. We'll get rid of that one. This stupid thing's still in play, so can't Nature's Lore. Super frustrating. Sire of Stagnation. Oi. If no one has any removal, that's probably game. I guess there's removal right here. Yeah, this is removal. But they do not catch the mana for it. You have Hexproof. Make a wall. Oh, right, they're playing Boros Super Friends over there. Makes a wall. Yeah, this card's insane. It only shows up once in a while. I mean, I don't play a ton of blue and black. But if you do play a ton of blue and black, it's probably on your radar, and it's a very good card. Now the problem is, yeah, like the problem is that there's a landfall. It's going to be a second one when this goes off. What does this do? That player exiles top 2 cards of the library. You draw 2 cards. Yep. Yep. It says that. Oh, we got a 6-1. 6-1 gets eaten by a 5-7. It's not great. Unless they got a plan. What's this thing say? Genju of the Spires, one you don't see very much. When Enchanted Mountain is put into the graveyard from play, you may return Genju of Spires from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so if it dies, it's not the end of the world. We suiciding into the thing? Suiciding into the thing. There's a better way to do this, which is have this say that can't block. Opponent lets both of them go, maybe thinking he's bluffing. Yeah, I think the much safer way to do that is target creature can't block. Just send this thing in. But that is great news for us, because now we can cast this Nature's Lore, and if nothing else should come up here. Kosi's Ravager. Oh, yeah. Landfall may have it do 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. So, Boros Landfall going on over there. Someone put an article out about Boros Landfall maybe about a week ago, and some people have been talking about it in Discord chat over the past week. So, this appears to be Zombie's take on Boros Landfall. Now, this is really good against someone playing Landfall, which is unfortunate. They're going to get fed cards. Zombie's library is going to get annihilated. Yeah, there's Morag. Morag into exile. I'm sure you wanted that. Another Landfall card. Yeah, that's all bad news. We can cast Expansion right here. Maybe we should. Oh, no, that's the change targeted. Never mind, never mind, this isn't the search one. This is the change one. You may copy target instrument with mana value 4 or less. Come on, land. Not, It sort of finds lands. It's tap land. So I think the plan is probably cast this thing, get to land number 4, use Nature's Lore, and copy Nature's Lore, I think is our plan here. I'm going to wait as long as I can just to try to avoid another landfall off this thing, being that this is an instant. Turn 6, we're on 3 lands. I guess we're going to be up to 4 in a second, but still, that is really bad. It's really, really bad. Here comes Gyruda, gonna mess everything up. We mill Arcane Bombardment, that's an insane Magic card. Fact or Fiction, land, not a ton of creatures in our deck, so. They do get this Royal Elemental, though. That, more or less, probably puts, yeah, that's gonna put the game into someone's gotta wipe the board. This is here. They need more mana, though. They're a mana short. 5/7 into Zombie. No green decks over here. I want, like, love to copy a Cultivate with this thing after we got punished so hard last time. Did not catch that land. Wow. So Xeno, also on 3 lands. I mean, I think you got to go on the Royal Elemental, right? It's going to make another wall. Landfall into Sire of Stagnation. And he's going to ping them for 1. Has an Urborg. Why does he have an Urborg in his deck? Oh, God. I don't think he would run the Elish Norn Cormusbell thing. I think he's up to something else. Oh, so jealous on that Solemn Simulacrum. Why can't we copy it? I just want to copy it. Yep, more Sire of Stagnation. Yeah, they're just going to have all the cards. Like, it's going to be so difficult to deal with all the cards they're drawing. Especially because, like, I don't have lands. Xeno doesn't have lands. Zombie's running low on cards. Boiling Earth. Deals 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. Does copying that do anything? It would not. That is a very... Oh, Awaken. Yeah, that's why he's running it. I see. That's a very niche card, though. Natural Concoction. It's like a lot of green in hand, so I think we just get a Forest. Landfall. Sire of Stagnation. Up to 13 cards. Yep. That's what that card does. It's like budget Consecrated Sphinx. What do we exile? Chandra's Ignition. 3 visits. Gross. We're a long ways away from Chandra's Ignition, but, you know, if we ever get into this game at some point, it'd be nice to have. A 5th land gives us some things to think about. Play this team events untapped. Sire of Stagnation. I'm going to cast the Archmage Emeritus, because I really want to draw some cards. We'll leave up the Snakeskin Veil. Hopefully we don't have to use it, but in case we do, we need to get some value going of some kind, so my thought here is just get this thing in and, you know, at least next turn if we have to, like, start casting this stuff, or if we get to Kalamax also. So in theory, if we hit a land next turn, we could go Kalamax, Nature's Lore, and sit on the Snakeskin Veil. That'd be a pretty sick turn. Demonic Tutor? Sure, I'm not going to like this. Wow, 15 cards in hand. What makes mana in those colors? When you have that many cards, it's really just about trying to produce enough mana to be able to cast them. Dream Cache. Draw 3 cards, put 2 cards from your hand, both on top of your library or on the bottom. Okay. Brainstorm-ish. 17 cards in hand. Opponent has a Nykthos. No idea what they tutored for. Mesmeric Orb. Fun. So what is funny is that if we ever cast this, we will get so many cards back. I mean, at this point, it might just be a race to Praetor's Council. We're at 5 lands. This gets us 6. If we can get one off the top, that's 7. Puts us 2 turns away. I mean, that's still very late into this game. Like, removal will need to happen. You can't just let, like, Sire of Stagnation and Gyruda sit out there. Nor this thing. I mean, this thing will beat you, too. Lost a piece of removal and Chaos Warp. 6/6 over to Xeno. So let's take a look at what our opponents are playing. First up is the True Multar, piloting Gyruda Doom of Depths. And, yeah, it looks like they're having a pretty good go of it. Mostly they made all their land drops and got a single piece of ramp, and they've had a Sire of Stagnation sit for several turns now with a lot of landfalls. They're up to 14 cards, so they are definitely in the lead. Got Xeno over here piloting Mila and Lukka, and it is Boros Planeswalkers. It's not going super well for them. Turn 7, 3 lands. It's not where you want to be, though. This can kind of equalize everything. And, like, it's getting to a point. I mean, I actually wonder if they're playing around this super carefully. You know what you probably get? You probably get some sort of reanimation to counteract this, is probably what you do. Living Death or something. Although, Living Death isn't good if you're going to Mesmeric Orb. So maybe not Living Death. But maybe just even a Reanimate. I mean, this thing's getting so much work done. Maybe that's what you do. I don't know. Just trying to guess. Wow, Xeno's missing another land. And in all the milling, they've only passed 1. Were there like 16 lands in their deck? Mesmeric Orb. Planar Outburst would have been helpful. This is a destroy all non-land creatures kind of situation. Fervor is a magic card. Tomic puts counter on the thingy. Mesmeric Orb. Comet Storm, Reality Shift, Farseek. The Ozolith sees the day. It's actually one you want in the graveyard in this moment. Did not catch that land. I mean, are they just going to activate this if we cast our commander? Ooh, we should probably try to leave this up. Yeah, okay. I was gonna try to get cute, but I think I'm just gonna Nature's Lore right here. We'll draw a card. Lazotep Plating. Was hoping for that land. Let's get a tropical island. Trigger the Sire of Stagnation. Yep. Lose Boots and Primal Amulet. Yeah, I think we're sitting. I'm worried about a big spell from the Gyruda deck, so I'm thinking to copy the. I mean, I guess it only copies things 4 or less, but more tutors. I don't know. In theory, there's cool stuff they could play that would help us out here. I wonder if Mesmeric Orb was the... Ooh, a Kozilek. So they're going to recycle their own graveyard. I think they're on the full mill plan, is my guess. Because Gyruda doesn't naturally want Mesmeric Orb, so I think they're going to try to mill us out. Also, that we've seen this. This is a great way to get rid of cards out of the library, amongst other things. There's a Thassa. Not something we can copy. Ooh, Blink the Gyruda. That seems very strong. Clever Impersonator. What do you... copy Gyruda? Yeah, they're just going to try to mill us out. Oh, they're going to copy Mesmeric Orb. Fun. Yeah, they're definitely trying to mill us out. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if Xeno finds that land, they have to activate this, right? Because we will all mill out very, very quickly against 2 Mesmeric Orbs. Again, though, if we ever cast this, we're going to get so many cards into our hand, it will be ridiculous. The problem from that point will then be getting them all into play, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Attack into Zombie, yep. Gonna block with Tomic. I was gonna triple block. Trying to get the... Yeah, I mean, we gotta get the Sire out of play. Even still, though, that is... Solemn going down's fine. Commander going down, I get. Also losing it... I mean, that's a 3-for-1, is what that is. With a lot of tempo loss. That is desperation, is what that is. Maybe also thinking that, like, if he catches the land, then he just... Yeah, that's true. If he catches the land, like, you just have to activate this, and then... What are we doing if that happens? Ideally, I'd like to draw another card. Maybe we trade in Snakeskin Veil or something. Yeah, maybe we trade in the Snakeskin Veil. Try to get to a land. Opponent plays a land. Thassa. Gyruda. Mesmeric Orb. Come on, Xeno, draw a land. Please draw a land. There's the land. I mean, I think you just gotta activate it. Wow, does he really not tell me he doesn't have double white? He doesn't have double white. He can Field of Ruin to get there. It'll still take a turn, though. Here comes Chandra Novice Pyromancer. Can make 2 red mana. That's solid. 2 damage to a target. What'd they get with this thing? Whenever Arena... Oh, God, Arena Rector? Jesus. Plus is the Chandra. Kosi's Ravager. Activates the Genju. Yep. I should try this card out. That's not... I mean, you can lose lands, but like... Yeah, maybe you want the right deck for that. I don't know if you can just jam that anywhere, but it is interesting. Ponder's Enclave, they're going to draw a card. I'm jealous. Would love to draw a card. That Frantic Search earlier did not pan out. I was hoping to catch at least a land. Didn't see any. I think it actually makes sense to not do that much here because of double Mesmeric Orb. Force of Vigor down. More small attacks. They're going to block the 6-1. That'll eat a land. They probably want to recast Gyruda. Yeah, I assume that's where they're going. No, maybe thinking better of it. Yeah, this really isn't that much damage. It's like 10. For turn 8, 10 damage is really not a lot. Opponent decides to go blocks again. Oh, Arena Rector, huh? See what their worst enchantment is. Animate Dead, maybe. I mean, even just an Animate Dead is in and of itself annoying. Mountain dies, Genju, Arena Rector dies. I think this deck needs a Past in Flames. I don't know if there's one in here or not. Probably should be, though. Yeah, no Past in Flames. Definitely should be. Oh, I've got a Mizzix Mastery. Oh, man, if we could overload a Mizzix Mastery, that would get us caught up. Yeah, I'm gonna sit tight here. There's double Mesmeric Orb in play, and this has to go off soon, right? Like, I just don't know the world in which, like, this we can have a game without this going off. Bronze in the graveyard. There's a land, finally. Play the Breeding Pool. Untapped. I think we just get our commander just in case the things we want to happen don't happen. Is there even any point to... No, I mean, we're just gonna... I mean, I guess if we see a card we want with this thing, we can put it to the bottom, because it'll just get milled anyway. Most likely. Kalamax Scry. Well, actually, we can force a draw, can't we? With Hindervines. Prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn with creatures no plus... To the bottom. Actually, yeah, we'll just put it to the bottom. This is not a highly aggressive game. We'll pass like that. Yeah, one more land and we can cast that Praetor's Council. Now, we need to survive for an additional turn after casting the Praetor's Council, which I think will be probably kind of difficult getting to that point of the game, but if we can do that... Oh, also, I mean, if this goes off, that's gonna... What are we on, 7 lands? 6, 7, yeah. So my thoughts are, if the thing goes off, then that puts us back down to 6 lands. I think we probably trade a couple cards to try and draw some more lands. Oh, that's a lot of Mesmeric Orb triggers. They have an Eldrazi in there, so they won't mill themselves unless we can get some graveyard removal or something. Ugh, Notion Thief. Ooh, Mystic Sanctuary. Not a card that I like. Nah, just putting Dream Cache back on top. It's not part of a combo, is it? Or are they just, like, need cards? Would I copy a Dream Cache? I might. I might. They're going to cycle a Decree of Pain. That's -2/-2. Ooh, okay. Okay, here's our plan. So we can keep this alive by playing the Snakeskin Veil. And when they go to cast that Dream Cache, which I think they're going to do, we can copy it with this thing. We'll draw a card. Snakeskin Veil is pretty good, honestly. Maybe I'm a little tired of green getting protection effects, because that doesn't seem like a thing that should be happening, but it's a pretty good card. Solemn goes down, Zombie will get to draw. We just need to figure out a way to, like, get some kind of burst of mana going. A Dockside Extortionist would be unbelievably good. Not running it, though. Opponent's got their own Solemn Simulacrum. Well, they didn't cast the Dream Cache like I had expected. They do draw... No, you don't draw when you... you only get the one draw off the cycle, right? On Decree. I haven't played a Decree of Pain in so long. Used to run it all the time. It's still very playable. I would say that people probably underestimate its abilities. Like, you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, it's 8 mana. If you're playing a black deck, black has the most mana doublers. It has Cabal Coffers, which I get Coffers is expensive, but treasures are everywhere. Like, mana production is very easy by today's standards. So you should be able to get to 8 mana. Like, we would have been on 8 mana a long time ago if I didn't punt into the thingy. And we haven't even done anything crazy, right? That's just a Cultivate, but... And I get it, right? Sometimes you need to wipe the board on, like, turn 4, and I get that. It's not going to be great for that, but if you can hold out... If you can ramp a little and hold out to about turn 6, yeah, it's a crazy good card. How many cards are in a lot? 55. Okay. Okay. Repeated Reverberation. Yeah. There's double red. Are we going for Field of Ruin, get a Plains, blow everything up? No. We're just going to cast more Planeswalkers. Okay. I'm glad we played the Kalamax and didn't rely on... I mean, double Mesmeric Orb, though. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. What's in our graveyard that deals with the Mesmeric Orbs? Force of Vigor, and notably, Force of Vigor can be cast for free. What else in our graveyard that's cool? Arcane, that thing is really crazy. Yeah, again, if we get, oh man, even just like a ritual of some kind. Probably need to put a ritual, Ironcrag Feet or something like that. Even Seething Song would be fine. Opponent's gonna Chandra down the Tomic. Yep. I may have just gone for the Solemn, right? Because, although, the game, they're kind of in the lead still. They have way more lands than everyone else, but they've also drawn a lot more cards. They have the most, like, combo-centric kind of thing happening. Yeah, they also should have shot the Solemn, because we have Kalamax, and, like, Kalamax can just kill you. Actually, we have Brawn. We have Trample. Never mind. So, we would only soak up 2, which isn't the end of the world. That is a lot of Mesmeric Orb triggers. Yeah, that's why I'm trying not to play too much here. Oh, he is running Corvus Bell. Okay. I don't know if he's running Hellish Norn, though. Probably something else. Yeah, that's a lot of milling. Lauren of the Third Path, if they get that back into play, that would shoot one of the things. I'm very disappointed that, like, this is one of the red landfall creatures. So, I posted a tweet last week that it took 3 blocks and 6 sets for red to get a good landfall card, which is Morog. Because before that, you got stuff like this, which is just like, I don't even know if that's like red deck wins standard playable. I didn't play back then, but like, I've played a lot of red deck wins in my life, and like, I don't even know if that makes the cut. Especially at 4 mana, no haste. Chance. Discard any number of cards and draw that many cards. Huh. Yeah. Yes, please. Which one do we want? Expansion. I think this is the moment we've been waiting for. And we'll get a draw with it. Maybe 2? How does this work with this thing? We finally catch some lands. Rogue's Passage. that's a land. That is a land. Beast Within is helpful. What are we getting rid of? Definitely Seize the Day. I'm going to put this in the graveyard. Can only play... I think we probably just got to play that Praetor's Council. So we'll go 3. Thrill of Possibilities, kind of interesting. Ooh, Beast Within. The question is when to play the Praetor's Council. That's really what's on my mind here. Is Force of Vigor exile, by the way? No, it's destroy, so it will not deal with Thassa. Yep, we untap. A lot of Mesmeric Orb triggers. You know, there isn't that much happening on the... Ooh, what's this one? Converge. X counters. Yep, that's a thing. So we have options here. We can go Beast with... I think we just got to do the Praetor's Council thing. They've only got 1 mana up, so hope for the best, right? Play the Rogue's Passage. Cast Praetor's Council. God, I love this card. I think a lot of people have stopped running it, too, because it's so expensive. But it can still win you games, and there's a very real possibility that it might do that here. Can't say for sure, right? Our opponents could have stuff. Who knows what's going to happen from here, but, like, this play could win us the game. Mill deck been feeding us. What do we have, 42 cards in grave? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He says, oh, that's a good card to have in this moment. Yeah, we'll just send both into the True Moltar. They've been kind of doing the most over here. Go on the attack, and then they're going to block. Wish we had more free cast stuff. We're going to Force of Vigor, getting rid of Mesmeric Orb, and... Oh, can we not shoot the... No, there it is. Yeah, okay. Get rid of both Mesmeric Orbs. Wait, if it's not your turn... Oh. Can't do it during our turn. Whoopsie. There is a Past in Flames in this deck. Oh, it's 4 mana. Huh. Man, there's some... we have so many... God, I'm going to have to figure out what we're doing. I wasn't sure if I was going to show this game based on how terribly things are going, but this game's kind of slowed down, and, like, we just cast... Even if we don't win, this Praetor's Council is ridiculous, right? Praetor's Council against a mill deck is just absurd. Ooh, we got a Deflecting Swat. That is a free spell. Free spells are helpful. Opponent takes a little damage. I think we're good like that. We've already played our land. Out of mana. What does next turn look like? Start with Soul Ring. That's step 1. Seize the Day is back. Potentially get a lot done with that. What are we exiling to the thing? Do we have any, like, cost reduced, like, delve plus 1 things or something? Counter target creature spell put a... Oh, God, that's so many. God, if we could stifle the Eldrazi, oh, that would be so awesome. I'm kind of hoping they don't hit the Eldrazi. Like, it could be in the last 30 or so. And that could be really awkward for their deck. We're down to 34 in library, so we do not want to dawdle. We're going to want to get them out of here as quickly as possible. Wow, didn't hit the Eldrazi. It's still in the last 29. Nice. What are we getting rid of to the... God, Harrow seems so good. Sadly, Brawn not in the graveyard anymore. You have to figure out how to get that out of our hand. Oh, we have Frantic Search. Frantic Search is free. We'll want to remember that. Mana neutral spell. Gyruda coming back. Yep. What's this one? 3+ counters and trample. Trying to figure out which green card we're getting rid of to do the thing. Mutant's Prey. Fight a creature? Yeah, fight a creature's pretty good. Ooh, this seems really good. Copied. I mean, I'm almost thinking, I don't want to discard it, but was it exile on the Force of Vigor? Yeah, you have to exile it, so... I'd like to keep the Forgotten Ancient's so powerful. Ooh, Wilderness Reclamation. Wilderness Reclamation probably has to find its way into play. That is a very strong card. Honestly, it's probably Decree of Savagery. Although, if we untap, all of our stuff untaps, we could actually reasonably cast that. Dream Cache. Ooh, opponent's got a Stormtide Leviathan. Gross. We've got removal in hand. Having the mana to cast it, another story. But, what'd they just cast? Oh, would they... Gyruda, copy Gyruda. Okay, yeah, I see what's happening. Maybe we just get... Nature's Lore is so good, especially with the Wilderness Reclamation. Foot Bottom Feast. Getting back Vizier. And I think they have enough to cast it one more time. So we need opponent dead. Like, they have to die, because... Although, if we... No, yeah, because they might still be able to get us with Gyruda stuff, and we need to kill our other two opponents. Oh, God. There's an Arcane Bombardment in our hand. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, exile an instant or sorcery at random from your graveyard, then copy it with Arcane Bombardment. You may cast any number of the copies without paying their mana cost. God, that card is ridiculous. Road to Ruin? We have so many things to do, though. I just don't know if we can get, like... If I were more comfortable with this card, I've played it once or twice. If I were more comfortable with it, I'd probably go for it. But the fact that I really want to get the Gyruda player out of here. Oh no, Ravenous Chupacabra. I guess we have answers for that. Gonna try to shoot... Ooh, you know what? Yeah, we don't need to draw any more cards, honestly. We're gonna let that go, because we're already in danger of being milled out, so... We have all the cards we need! Means that we may not want to play the Frantic Search either. What's this one do? Creature fights. Zombie Scoops, he was on a time schedule, and he hasn't been doing all that much this game. At the end step here, though, we are going to use the Force of Vigor, if I can find it. Cast by exiling a green card. Mesmeric Orb, Mesmeric Orb. What are we getting rid of? Yeah, I guess it's... those are so good, though. I guess this one. Let's get rid of that one. Force of Vigor. Targeting those two. I mean, I guess we got to blow this... do we got to blow that thing up? We lose lands. And our commander, which I'm not thrilled about. Get rid of that, just so we don't have to worry about it. And this is indestructible, but whatever. Exile a Gyruda. Nah, maybe we did want... still, though. Who's going to recover better from that? Wow, opponent's down to 12 cards. If we can force draw 12 somehow. Oracle of Half-Truths. Opponent's out of mana, so that all seems fine. We'll put Evacuation in one pile. We could actually use a board wipe. Chandra's Ignition got exiled. Even just tapping their stuff down. Maybe we should have left the Silex? They did end that turn with a lot of stuff in play. Thinking Xeno was thinking on going on that plan, I think. What's in our graveyard? Oh, Mizzix's Mastery got milled. Shot a land. We get a land. Lands are good. Oh, beautiful. Austere Command, all creatures. Love it. We don't have an indestructible thing, do we? Although, no, let's see. None that we can cast. Can we get Flamekin Village in untapped? This is an elemental. We can. That's interesting. Back to the command zone. Ooh, Scavenger Ground. Wow, we have crazy things we can do this turn. Opponent's down to 8 cards in library, and they haven't hit the Eldrazi. Did they exile it or something? No. Which means... Oh, the thing is gone. Still, that Scavenger Grounds could be really helpful. God, I really need to put like a Seething Song in this deck. More treasure production, more of these type cards. What'd we draw? A land. We have a Growth Spiral. That'll get us a second land. That's helpful. Flamekin Village. Revealing Forgotten Ancient. Maybe we go Forgotten Ancient right here. Yeah, I like that plan. Soul Ring. Oops. Well, yeah, that's fine. We do need to survive another turn, though, which I'm not, like, crazy thrilled about. Cast the Forgotten Ancient. Cast Wilderness Reclamation. Put a counter on the thing. Think we Nature's Lore. We might be out of forests. Oop, one left. Whew! Started thinking about that. I'm like, this may not work out. This may not work out. 2 mana left. Ozolith is not a terrible idea, just in case anything happens. I think I like the Ozolith. Cast Theo's a little... we could Farseek, but I feel okay. Pass the turn. Deals damage equal to the number of lands you control. Target creature. Okay. Wilderness Reclamation, end step. So I got this crazy idea where we play this growth spiral and then instant speed the scavenger grounds if needed. Sounds pretty awesome. I wonder if they're just going to draw into the Eldrazi and then they have to hardcast it, which is kind of funny. More Gyruda. We don't really have an answer. Ooh, do we have that counter a creature spell one? Have we drawn that yet? No, but we have a reality shift in case they try to copy it a million. We do. We do have that one. Yeah, let's just counter this. Not deal. Let's see. Counter target creature spell. Put a +1/+1 counter up to what? Yep. I think I will do that. They're gonna be like, what the hell is this? Essence Capture out of New Kamigawa. It's like the one, maybe two counter spells in this deck. They spent a lot of mana on that too. What is that? That's gotta be like 10 at least. Only 4 mana left. Yeah, I feel like we did pretty good right there. That is a great exchange. Oh no, I mean we have answers for that. Where's that thing at? Where's that snakeskin thing at? Lazotep plating would also work. I like the snakeskin one. Let's roll with that. See if I can find it. Is it? No, that's not it. This it? +1 counter, gains hexproof. Yeah. Oh, I love this deck. It sucks that it took us this long to get going, but now we're going, and I'm getting kind of excited. I think we can win this game. Because this Forgotten Ancient's gonna get giant as long as we can keep it alive. We could, in theory, cast Tanazir to double it up. Which would definitely make it lethal. And then it's just a matter of casting Seize the Day and going to town with that. We have stopped the onslaught from the Gyruda opponent after they milled most of our deck and then we put it all into our hand. Oh, this game. They can't blink our stuff, can they? You control, thank God. Xeno says turn 10, second white source. Opponent's gonna shoot us in the face for 2. Opponent's asking how much counter magic we have. And, yeah, they're trying to get this deploy the Gatewatch, and that's fine. They've done so little all game. Like, actually, I don't know that we actually have anything for that. Like, we could dig a little, but this low on my deck, I'm not gonna even worry about it. Just trying to keep our thing alive. Now, if they hit, like, a removal Planeswalker, that would not be the most ideal. Oh, God, I don't remember if there's any basics in the deck. Yeah, I don't know if Harrow's super good. Might stay away from that one. They hit in the Johnny Vengeance. Love me some of Johnny Vengeance. What else do they get? Oh, the Zariel? Does this actually tap it down or it just says target permanent? No, it doesn't actually tap it. Make a 1/1 red devil? Sure. Pump the elementals. This deck would be pretty cool if they didn't get stuck so badly. There's the entirety of the game. I would like to see this deck again out of opponent at some point. Facing Super Friends is not my favorite, but most of these seem to be pretty tame and kind of interesting. Ones that I haven't seen much. You really don't see Vengeant anymore. And I love this card. I used to play this standard deck. Red-White Revelark. Oh my god. It's one of my favorite decks ever. Like, in the history of Magic, top 5 favorite deck. Easily. I still have it built in paper. Don't have a standard match from 2011 to go play. 2010, probably. But, actually, one of my music friends, used to play Standard around that time. Hasn't really played much Magic. I'm like, it just occurred to me that I have 2 Standard decks from, like, roughly New Phyrexia era, Innistrad, Dark Ascension. And, I might be digging those out. We'll see. Yeah, we should start casting all of our pump effects. Or just one really big pump effect. How much, do we have enough for that one? We could at least cycle it if we can't hard cast it. Nope, we're short on that one. Yeah, we'll cycle it. Put 4 counters on our creature. What's the ability to do? Yeah. That's a May, apparently. Weird. Brings it back to our turn. No other creatures to move our stuff to. Nope. What have we draw? Anything? Not really. Trample. That's easy trample right there. We also have we also have Rogue's Passage. So we probably need the Tanazir double. Yeah, okay. Let's cast a spell or 2. Oh, I forgot to cast the Growth Spiral. I meant to do that. Whoops. Well, let's do it now. Scavenger Grounds, Growth Spiral. We need to get to 17 on this thing. Put a land into play. Scarg seems good. Ha! +1/+1 counter. There we go. This is 2. I mean, this is good for 2 +1/+1 counters. Let's do it. Yeah, now we're golden. Yeah, we're golden now. We just need to not run out of mana, actually. Cast Tanazir. Blue. Yeah, I think we're good. One colorless. Tanazir. Double the number of counters on creatures you control. Or the target? It's target creature. Target's still fine. Totally fine. Cool. We now have enough damage to kill people at the table. Except, we don't have trample. We can probably fight something. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's go to combat. This game. What is this game? Swing into the True Moltar. Down goes the True Moltar. Wow, I can't believe we've clawed back into this game. Oh my god. We need to cast the Seize the Day on our creature. We need to save a green mana when we do so. This one, with a counter, fights target creature an opponent controls. Perfect. We shall choose a creature with a +1 check, and then have it choose our creature an opponent controls. Check. The last time I played this deck, I just fought everything to death, and it was like so annoying for our opponents. We really haven't done that this game, but this game was really strange. Opponent's Devil dies, they can do 1 damage to any target, but they're going to shoot it out of their face, but that's not going to matter. Because we have a lethal attacker. Hopefully they don't have any sort of weird free spells or anything. Commander 2010 right here. Forgotten Ancient? This thing used to be everywhere. I mean, it's still so good. Yeah, there's more, like, you have to use removal on it, right? You just, if it stays in play for a couple turns, you're going to have the biggest creatures in play, like, no matter what. Now, part of me understands, like, just wanting to use new cards, because this thing has been around a long time. But it's still really good. We'll choose the True Moltar right there. They put up a pretty good showing. Yeah, this deck. I am excited to build this deck in paper. I'm going to annoy the crap out of my Patreons with it. All I can do is laugh maniacally. Can't even do the deck wrap up. Yeah, this game. I mean, I didn't even think this game was going to be usable footage. 3 of us were doing nothing throughout most of the game. So this is really a story of what Praetor's Council can do for you. Because we are nothing. We are so dead without this Praetor's Council. This was a draw 40 is what this was, basically. With no max hand size. Oh my god. We need to put a Seething Song or something like that in this deck. Seething Song. What's coming out? Could probably cut a 4-drop. There's 6 creatures in this deck. Yeah, that's why Gyruda's not going to have much luck off of us. Oh, I don't want to give any of these up. These are all fun cards that I never get to play. That one's trample. That's a pretty good source of trample. What's this one? Yeah, that one's very cuttable. Hindervines. Very silly. I mean, Decree of Savagery is almost like, it's so expensive. But it's an instant. Because, like, there's a lot of points where you just don't want to draw this. Yeah, maybe we'll get rid of Decree for now, even though, oh, it's so good, but yeah, I'll get rid of the Decree. It's such a clunky card. Yeah, I don't know, this was such a strange game of Magic. I haven't filmed in a long time, so this was a very strange game to get back into. Got crushed by the stacks early on, did not see the cannot search, and made it a non-game for most of the game. Basically up until that turn 9, Praetor's Council, so... Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thank you for watching.
I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. We have one new Patreon supporter in Jenka Tamar. Jenka, you are awesome. If you want to help support the channel, vote on which decks I play next, or if you want to get some good games of Spell Table, be sure to check out my Patreon at the link below.